After 20 years on the market, the drug used in medication abortions may now be taken off the shelves as early as next week. This comes after a ruling from a U.S. District Court judge ordered a hold on the federal approval of mifepristone. So what does this mean for us here in Minnesota? In a statement, Planned Parenthood North Central State CEO called the ruling, quote, a part of a coordinated effort to make it harder to access medication abortions. She assured patients that mifepristone will remain available for this week and that moving forward, there will be an alternate medication regimen if mifepristone does become unavailable. Similarly, Governor Walz said that this is a result of, quote unquote, judge shopping.
This is the textbook definition of activist judge, who made a decision against 22 years of science, procedure, precedents, everything else, to make a ruling that quite literally will impact tens of millions of people, many in negative ways that could impact their lives.
And just yesterday, the governor of Massachusetts, Maura Healey, said the state has stockpiled mifepristone.
The University of Massachusetts Amherst agreed to purchase approximately 15,000 doses of mifepristone. That's enough, that's sufficient to ensure coverage for well over a year.
I was with several other governors last weekend. Those governors talked about the potential of states stockpiling drugs. This becomes a problem, too, when you get into this, where you start stockpiling, you create a shortage that needs to be out there.
So in terms of where things stand, Texas Judge Matthew Kacsmaryk did grant a preliminary injunction stopping the FDA's approval of mifepristone, but that doesn't take place until Friday to allow for appeals. President Biden's administration has already appealed the ruling. Another judge from Washington actually gave a dueling ruling on Friday that blocks the FDA from restricting the availability of mifepristone, at least in the 17 states that filed a lawsuit aimed at protecting access to the drug. Our Attorney General has signed on to that lawsuit. In the end, several legal experts, including those from the ACLU, say it's likely that this will end up before the U.S. Supreme Court.